about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Well, she didn't cause anybody to storm a building. Actually, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez started being very vocal during the 2018 campaign season that there were concentration camps. The United States was operating concentration camps managed by ICE. She inspired a group of people to storm an ICE facility. One of them tried to bomb it and died in the process. But it's not the same thing as the United States Capitol. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her rhetoric inspired someone to storm a government office and try to set it on fire. The Democrats took no action against her. The Democrats did nothing to discipline her. In fact, the Democrats embraced her concentration camp rhetoric. Why isn't the media focused on it? Why hasn't the media demanded an accountability for that? They're all about Marjorie Taylor Greene. What about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? It's relevant. It's not dismissing. It's pointing out the hypocrisy. It may make you mad that I'm pointing out the hypocrisy, but it's relevant. The media and the Democrats would have you believe the shrill, isolationist, fringe rhetoric comes from just the right. Only the right inspires people to violence. They forget about James Hodgkinson. They forget about the ICE facility. They forget about the concentration camp rhetoric. They forget about Floyd Lee Corkins trying to go to Family Research Council, trying to gun people down and stuff their mouths with Chick-fil-A because they were considered anti-gay. It's always about the Republicans. It is always Republicans who have to account. It is always Republicans who have to apologize. It is always Republicans who have to clean up. It's always Republicans who have to clean their house. It's always Republicans. Neither the media nor the Democrats ever want to equate the Democrats with extremist rhetoric. Neither the media nor the Democrats want to clean up their own side. Neither the media nor the Democrats want to tie Democratic rhetoric to actions like what James Hodgkinson did. The media and the Democrats, they don't want to tie Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to her own rhetoric. And notice, by the way, the concentration camp rhetoric disappeared, but the kids in fenced-in facilities didn't go away. It's like she only cared about it on the campaign trail. She was willing to whip people into a frenzy and did nothing about it. It's not like the Trump administration changed. To my knowledge, they're still there today, and the Biden administration's done nothing. By the way, they predated Donald Trump to the Obama administration, and no one was calling them concentration camps then. It's not like they were doing things much different. But Donald Trump comes in, and the Democrats start claiming that there's a concentration camp on the southern border. They start claiming Republicans are going to kill people by trying to engage in healthcare fixes to Obamacare. And you've got the Democrats tell people to get in their faces, to show up at restaurants, to harass them. You had Democratic protesters show up at Republicans' houses at night to keep them awake. Kristen Nielsen, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Mitch McConnell had it happen to him. And on it goes. And they get a pass. There is a double standard. And I can hear the Democrats screaming, what about? Well, you're engaged in what about us? No, I'm pointing out the double standard.